Hi everyone, welcome back to another Facebook Live. If you are new here, welcome. I'm Chelsea Glockner. I'm a registered dietitian with a master's in nutrition, and I help busy parents and busy professionals simplify healthy eating and up-level their daily habits. And I'm excited about this topic about the 11 ways to avoid holiday weight gain this holiday season. Holidays are all about the food. For so many people, it can be an entire season of eating, of indulging, of eating things they don't typically eat. And food is really at the cornerstone of every single office party, holiday party, cocktail party, family brunch or family dinner, just hanging out with friends. It is really the cornerstone of every single gathering and celebration. And what is tricky about it is that oftentimes it's really high fat, high sugar food that leaves you over time gaining weight over the holiday season. And this is a problem that I hear from my clients and my students frequently, is this anxiety around holiday weight gain and this anxiety around food in general around the holidays. And so many people feel like they get off track during the holidays, that it's a season of excess. And so I wanted to share with you 11 strategies to avoid gaining weight over the holidays. And I think you're really going to benefit from them. And I wrote an article. I've posted the link to the article of all 11 ways to avoid weight gain this holiday season. So if you want to read all 11, just click the link in the description box of this video. And for this video, to keep it shorter, because this could be an hour-long masterclass if we wanted it to be. But I wanted to dive into 3 of my favorite ways, strategies to avoid weight gain during the holidays. So if you're excited and you're joining me live, thank you for joining live, and just give me a thumbs up and we will get started. Okay, so strategy number 1 to avoid weight gain: don't go to a party hungry. Okay, I feel like so many people will save up all their calories for the day, knowing that they have this cocktail party or this social occasion in the evening. They'll save up all their calories, they won't eat all day, or they'll eat very little, and they will go to the party absolutely ravenous. What happens? This has happened to all of us. You overeat like crazy, because by the time that you get to the party and you're ravenous, you start seeing red. You have no idea how much you are eating. And what do you eat first? The first thing you see, which are all the appetizers. And appetizers at parties tend to be the least nutritious things for you. They're really high in fat. So like dips and chips and really creamy cheeses, fried food, maybe like mac and cheese balls or risotto balls or bacon wrapped cheese stuffed dates. Like all those things are the appetizer. So if you show up to a party, you haven't eaten all day, you are derailing all of your healthy eating efforts and all of the exercise you've done, because it does not take long to eat thousands of calories when you are ravenous. So that would be tip number 1, is don't go to a party hungry. Go having eaten balanced meals throughout the day. Eat your breakfast, your lunch, how you normally would. And then I would recommend having a really protein-rich snack to take all those tinges of hunger away before you go to the party. So one thing, and I brought it down to show you, would be a plain Greek yogurt with berries. So I like Siggy's plain Greek yogurt. A cup of this has 25 grams of protein, so that's equivalent to a serving of chicken. So have a cup of plain Greek yogurt and then put some berries on it. Berries are really high in antioxidants, so during the holiday season when you're stressed and you're running around and you're more likely to get sick, antioxidants are going to keep your immune system buzzing, but the Greek yogurt is going to fill you up. I have so many great snack ideas that if you need help with what else could I have besides Greek yogurt and berries before I go to a holiday party, just comment snack and I will message you several ideas because not everyone likes yogurt or eats yogurt. So I've got a bunch of ideas. So just comment snack if you want more ideas. Don't go to a party hungry. Okay. Tip number 2 is use a plate. How many times, this happens to me so often, and I am committed this season to not do this. How many times do you go to a party or a celebration and you just hang out over all of the appetizers and the cheese boards and you just graze? You're talking, you're laughing, you're chatting, you're having a great time with your friends, and you're just kind of picking things, nibbling. You're not thinking, you're not aware of how much you're eating. This happens to me all the time, and I commit to doing better. So what we're gonna do is we're going to use a plate. I love how I brought a plate to show you, like you don't know what a plate is. Okay, but there's a trick to what type of plate you use. So it is better to use a smaller plate than a larger plate. So what I mean is grab a plate and serve yourself food onto the plate so you can visualize what you are eating. Because when you see all of the food that you want to eat and you see it on a plate, your brain is going to be triggered to think that is a lot of food, or that's everything I get to eat. You're going to slow down and you're not going to eat as much as you would if you were distractedly grazing over all the appetizers and all of the food. So grab a plate, walk away from the appetizers, or you can stand near them, but just know you filled your plate. So that's your appetizers. 2 different sizes of plates: dinner plate, appetizer, dessert plate. Our brains, when they see food on a larger plate, is going to think that it's not a lot of food. So if I put my hand here on the plate, it looks like I've got maybe a third left. There's space that I have not filled my plate up with. So my brain is going to think that's not a full plate. You can keep filling it up and you're going to eat that many more calories. Appetizer, dinner plate, same hand, same size portion, same amount of food on a smaller plate. It fills the plate. So your brain is triggered to thinking that's a lot of food. I have a full plate, and you're triggering yourself subconsciously to eat less. So tip number 2, don't graze, eat off a plate. And what type of plate? A 6-inch appetizer plate or dessert plate instead of a 12-inch dinner plate. Okay, so tip number 1, don't go to a party hungry. Tip number 2, use a plate. Okay, tip number 3, this is a big, big, big one for so many people. And I think it might be the biggest tip and probably also the hardest one. And that is don't restrict yourself. So there's something called in psychology the forbidden fruit phenomenon. And that just means whatever we restrict and whatever we resist persists. Whatever we restrict, we begin to crave. So if you are restricting a type of food, maybe you're restricting yourself from not having any fried food or not having any sweets or not having any ice cream or not having any cookies, that is what your brain will crave. If you're restricting your calories, I'm only going to have 1,500 calories, that's another type of restriction. Your body will crave food. So when you restrict, you crave things. When you have cravings, you might be able to tamper them down and push them down, but eventually you end up succumbing to those cravings and you will end up eating more food, and whatever food you were restricting or just food in general, you'll end up binging on that food than if you didn't restrict. So you restrict, then you crave, then you binge, even if it's a day, 2 days, a week, 2 weeks down the road. Even if you've been able to tamper down the craving, you will eventually overeat. And then that overeating leads you to feeling guilty. So now you don't just feel bad on a physical level from overeating, but now you feel bad on a mental level. You're having this mental dialogue that you shouldn't eat that, then you caved, you overate, now you feel guilty. So then what do you do when you feel guilty? You restrict. So there's this vicious cycle of restrict, crave, binge, guilt, restrict, and on and on and on it goes. Most dietitians, and this drives me nuts, will say, have a bite of your favorite food and just really savor it. That is the worst advice I've ever heard, and I do not stand by that advice. You should pick out the favorite meal or two, whatever holiday party you're going to. Maybe it's family dinner at Thanksgiving or Friendsgiving, or it's Christmas Eve dinner, and have those 1 or 2 meals in mind and enjoy yourself. Enjoy your favorite food. For me, I love my mom's homemade pecan pie. I am not having just one bite and savoring that bite. Heck no. I'm having at least one full size, if not large, slice of that pie. Because if I restricted, I would end up overeating, maybe even something else, and then wouldn't feel satisfied because I didn't eat what I was craving. And so the cycle just continues. So pick the holiday meals and celebrations that you're excited to eat your favorite foods, the foods that you only get maybe once a year, that have food memories attached to them, and don't overeat the rest of the season. So the holiday season is not a season of eating. It's a season of celebrating family and friends, love, the important things in life. But you should choose the meals that you want to enjoy food and really, really savor it, so you don't get on that restriction, binging, craving, guilt cycle. So get off that cycle. Enjoy more than a bite of whatever your favorite food is. Please enjoy it to its fullest. Savor it. And if you embrace that lifestyle of not restricting, you're gonna feel this freedom around food, this free and easy feeling around food, because now nothing is off limits. Nothing is, untouchable. Everything can be enjoyed. And it's just that perspective of not restricting and savoring, not eating too little, not eating too much, but having that middle ground. So all those tips. So the first one is don't go to a party hungry. If you want more snack ideas to eat before a party, comment snack. Use a plate, a 6-inch appetizer plate, and then don't restrict. Don't fall into that forbidden fruit phenomenon that plays mental games inside your head. There are several more ways to avoid holiday weight gain. All of them are good. I've been getting messages all day of people saying which ones they're going to use, which is awesome. So clearly people resonate with wanting to avoid holiday weight gain. We all want to feel healthy, so go click the link in the description of this video. Thank you for watching live. That means a lot. If you have any questions, leave a comment in the comment box, and I hope this helps, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. I will, of course, be on here next week with another nutrition video, and I will see you then. Bye for now.